I drop them all the time. On location in the front room basics today.
Hi. Welcome to Backroom Basics. Front room today.
Front room basics.
Front room basics today. We're umbrellaed under As a Curl Turns, and we are in the front room of our salon today. So you don't get a big white wall today.
Mm-mm. You see some shampoo balls.
Yeah, and get
some Christmas decor.
Pink Christmas tree.
Yep.
Today we are discussing ratting your hair.
Viewer questions. Thank you, Janae.
Here's the dilemma. How do you rat/tease your hair and smooth it without brushing all the ratting out?
Inquiring minds.
Yep, there are two different types of looks that can go with that. The first one is a very smooth look when you're smoothing out the ratting, and then the second is a more modern kind of deconstructed, semi-smooth but not totally smoothed out look where you can see a little bit of the ratting. So my hair today would be a good example of that.
It's so amazing today.
This is a hair bun. I have a prosthetic in it.
Giving away her secrets.
And I ratted it and smoothed it, and that's why it's so large. But you can see kind of the rougher texture. So I'm not a super fan of the super smooth ballerina hair bun. I don't like them small. I like them
large, Marge.
I like them real big. So we're demoing today on the lovely Cure Frost. Both looks. Things you're gonna need. Rat tail comb.
Rat tail comb.
This is my favorite thing to rat with, but it's everybody's personal preference. Smoothing brush.
I like a good smoothing brush.
This will save you. So some of you are used to one that looks a little bit more like this. Granny brush, right? Grandma has this.
Hairspray.
Of course.
Check.
And our secret weapon, boost powder. You'll love it. So, what does boost powder do?
Boost powder is a good alternative to rat tail combing it back because it's, especially for finer hair, or if you don't need a whole lot and you just want some natural root movement. It's a good finishing product to put in, so it's not something you blow dry. It's not like a mousse or a root lifter that you blow dry in. It has to go in dry.
Don't go in wet.
Don't go in wet.
Ignore me.
Not a foundation product. It's a finishing product. And it's a great way to kind of target those areas that you just need a little bit more lift in. And especially if you're going to be touching it often throughout the day, like I do, you can kind of repurpose it, And so it kind of just adds to that built-in texture.
So it's an actual powder.
Real lightweight.
But it has some stick to it. And you use it like this.
Shake, shake, shake.
And then you go like this. And you really just push it in there. It's really only for the crown.
Yeah, you're not going to get width on the side.
Yeah, you don't want 80s wings. But you're going to move it in here. It's going to give you some grit if you have fine hair, really soft hair, or the worst,
clean hair.
Clean. We're not fans of clean hair. If you have watched any of our segments,
you know us by
understand that. If you are going to do any style where you are going to rat your hair, it cannot be clean.
No.
You'll end up throwing your comb against the wall, and you're going to hate everything about your hair, and then you're going to shave it off.
It's so slippery. It's so silky smooth, which is great, but you're not going to get any volume or texture out of that shit.
Nope. Bleep. So if you want to put some grit into it, powder is a great way to do it. Schwarzkopf has one, Bumble and Bumble has one, Crew has one.
Yeah.
I use the Bumble and Bumble one here, but I would not hesitate to use the Crew one or the Schwarzkopf. I mean, that's the one I have right now, but I'm not married to it. So any kind of boost powder, it'll give you some grit. You want some dirt. All right. Tip number 1. Double the size of the section that you want to be high. So if you want the crown area to be a little bit boosty, but you want to smooth it, then you need to wrap more than you thought that you would in order to get that. So you're just going to start by taking maybe like a 1/2 inch wide section. You're going to take your rat tail comb or your brush, whichever one you prefer, and you're just going to start at the root, and you're going to rat down. And depending on how long your hair is, you don't have to go all the way. Kira's hair is fairly short, so we are going to go all the way. And then you're going to go into the section behind it, and you're going to do the same thing. And you're also going to go into the section in front of it. Something that whatever section you would normally leave smooth, smooth, you're going to rat it. So right now Kira has about a 5-inch section that is nice and teased. Then you're going to take your granny brush and you're going to gently brush back. And if you brush a little bit of the teasing out, that's fine. That's why your section is bigger. Brush it back, brush it back.
But you're really just focusing on that like top layer of hair.
So when I'm using the brush, I'm not using the whole thing. I'm just using kind of this like front section right here and going in and like using the corner.
Mm-hmm. Light strokes.
Just gently, Baby Hands Lopez says. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to use your hands and you're going to push it. And you push it.
You push it real good. Hit the music.
Once it's kind of billowy and you're like, okay, that looks pretty good, spray it. Not a lot, but give it enough to where it'll hold. And then push it again.
Like Peg Bundy. I love that.
Exactly. If you want a totally smooth look and you see a little bit of the ratting, you're going to take your rat tail comb, you're going to poke into that section, and you're going to brush out kind of the inconsistencies to the smoothness that you see.
But if you'll notice, Erin is using very light gestures with her hands.
That's right. Light
You're not
touch.
going to like go in there and smash it. Like you want to just
it's all
be
about the
real
light touch. Think billowy. How do I achieve billowy? You achieve billowy with deft and gentle fingers.
I think of clouds.
Yeah, it's like clouds or cotton balls. All right, you look fantastic.
I think this needs to be a daily.
It's great. It's
daily
great.
look.
And then if you're like, I still see some ratting, you can smooth it again. If you brush your rat out, just go in and do it again. Tease. Don't be afraid to go in multiple times if it's not what you want. That's totally fine. I like a really, really high beehive tease. I know not everybody is looking for that same thing. Some people are looking for just a little bit of bump without that artificial weird thing that you can get on television.
The bump it.
Is that what that thing is?
Hell yeah. Great stocking stuffer.
If your hair is short like Kira's, you can just spray it and it will stay. If you want big, huge teasing like we vintage lovers like, then you're going to take 2 bobby pins, you're going to push it forward, and you're going to pin it right in the back. And then you're going to have a real rat that's going to stay. But most modern stylists, they want something that's, not as crazed. And there's all different heights that you can, that's all personal preference on your part. For a more kind of like deconstructed, you're going to do actually the exact same thing with even less brushing. So you're going to take as much of a section as you had before. You're going to get it all wild. And then the technique is the same, but you're going to smooth it even less. This would be for more of like a modern beehive or something like that, where you really want it like Amy Winehouse, just gargantuan. And then it would be typically this kind of more ratting that you can see, which would be like the pinned beehive kind of highness. Oh yeah, that's even better.
I like it. Look at that side profile.
What you look great. What else? What else?
I always think of like a pompadour. Because that's sometimes where I will do
Yes, ma'am.
some light teasing, even on a man, when
Love
I'm
it,
like
love
wanting to be nice and fine. And see how easy it is to brush it out because it just, it doesn't feel terrible.
Good point. If you rat your hair and you do like a tight rat, like if you do a traditional 60s, super duper tight rat, brush it out when it's dry. Do not wash it because you will create like a mini dreadlock. You will be horrified. Don't.
I'm pretty sure
wash it.
Aaron has gotten emergency phone calls
Yes.
about said situation.
Yes. Do it dry.
Yeah.
Saving words right there.
Before
Saving
you
words.
pass out.
That's right.
Before you pass out drunk, guys.
Brush it out. Brush it out.
Brush
or
it out.
If you do fall asleep with it, don't shower in the morning. I don't care if you barfed on yourself or what.
Brush that shit
Brush
out
your
first.
house first. Brush that shit out. Sage advice.
Yep.
Sage advice.
Notes on the side. This is,
Right.
yep.
Pompadour. I am doing probably almost, it's just in front of the ear where this section ends. So you want it, oh, Kira, you're such a good sport. Kira's a good
I
sport
love
today.
this. I think it's like Don King.
It's fantastic. The point is that you want it to look like you're in a Whitesnake video before you can tame it down, because you can't make it small and then try to get it bigger once you're trying to shape it. You got to make it absolutely crazed, because then you can always mash it down, but you can't go the other way.
Right.
So scare yourself first, and you're probably in pretty good shape.
If it doesn't look like this, keep going.
Right. If you're not like, oh my God, or whoever you're living with walks in and goes, jeez, what's going on?
I'm pretty sure Augie has literally said that before. I like it.
It's like an Elvira pompadour right now.
How great that color looks too.
Pretty proud of this one. Pretty proud of this one. And then just keep brushing. Keep brushing until you feel like it's gonna. And don't be afraid to use. Don't be afraid to use your hands. And kind of like pulling it and taming it.
This is definitely Peg Bundy. I like it.
So Kira's hair is like shaved on the sides, so that's why I didn't go all the way, because she has like a little hair
There's
here and then
nothing
there's nothing under the ear. So now she's Peg Bundy this way. It's good. And then a pompadour is definitely another thing where you can pin it. Push and pin, kids, push and pin. One thing that I do, because I like it really, I like my hair really high, tease it to Jesus, because we all know that the higher the hair, the closer to God. Once it's teased and sprayed, and you feel it has some product in it, take your rat tail comb, slide it into the section that you feel like is flat, and lift it. This right here is a signature Baby Hands Lopez trick. This is how I got that. Just pull it out, and you can, and it'll be bigger.
Look at that. Push and spray. Push and spray. Then I'll have to wash my hair for sure.
Yep. I think we should pin that.
I think this is my look today.
Anything else?
I think that's it. We covered it all. If you have more questions, Janae, comment below.
Thanks for watching this installment of Front Room, Back Room Basics. Happy New Year!